Hello, everyone. I thank you for joining us today. I hope you are all having a wonderful time from wherever you are joining us. Well, today I'm not really feeling my best. I think I slept wrongly. I'm having a kind of my neck is paining me. That is why I'm wearing this one, even though I'm inside the house. But even though I'm not feeling very well, I think I really want to do this record because it's been for some time that I've been putting it out. But today I just want to record it. Maybe in the middle of the record, sometime you might see my voice is sort of cracking a little bit because I'm having some cold. And we are beginning to, this is a cold period here in Italy. So, yeah, it's okay, but I'm ready for it. Let's do this. Yeah, it's been a while that we'll be talking about this Passion to Business webinar. And I think the time has really come for us to do this. So as you will know, Africa have the youngest population in the world by demography. And what is important about this demography is that a greater part of the African population are young people who are very vibrant and highly passionate about the tools of the age, which is technology and internet. By that, I mean smartphone. So anywhere you go in Africa today, you will see a lot of young people have a smartphone on their hands. And this smartphone actually is very powerful because it can actually be the bridge between where you are today and where you need to be. And because sometimes where we are and where we need to be are not the same place. And so if depending on the type of information that we are exposed to, we can transport ourselves from where we are today to where we need to be. And talking of the creative economy, which is what we are going to be talking about also in this webinar, it is a time for us to be able to leverage what we have to what we want. And what we have right now might be the smartphone or the computer for some people. But do you know that you can actually leverage that one to be able to get to where you want to be? That is a key point. That is point number one. And of course, this webinar is not only about young Africa, but it's also about the African diaspora, which of course we're also going to talk about in this webinar as to why it is important for them to move from passion to business. In that what you know how to do can become a business for you. And of course, it's not going to happen automatic. It is something that you need to take your time to build. It's something that you need to take your time to set up and really work it out. Because until you do that, nothing is going to happen. The economy that we have today, which is the creative economy, is powered by information. So my question, my curiosity is, what will it take young Africans and many people of African descent in the diaspora to become truly financially independent? In that, if you are able to create value that other people can benefit from, you can leverage that value. In that, if you have a passion, if you have a dream, if there's something that you can do using your creative mind, that thing can be transformed into business for you. But do you know how it works? Do you know how it functions? Do you know that the smartphone that you have on your hands is not supposed to function of you consuming information? It's not supposed to be a function where you look at the screen alone. It's supposed to be both ways. Either you can also be on the side of the camera where you are projecting information into the screen so that other people can also be consuming that information. Because until you learn how to flip the smartphone so that you are not in the screen, so that you are not just putting your eyes on the screen where you are watching what other people have already put on the internet. The internet, of course, is a leveler of today, is the tool of today that you can use to move from where you are to where you want to be. But on your smartphone, you need to learn how to flip it around so that you will be on the side where there is a camera, and that camera will project you inside so that other people will see it. Now, how you are going to be able to leverage this is that if what you are projecting into the internet is valuable, then you can ask for a price because the market is asking, what can you give to me? It is when you have been able to put something into the market that you can ask for money. You don't need to only consume information. You also need to create the information because this is the information economy, and it is important for you to be the one that is creating the information instead of being the one that is consuming the information. That is where you need to be, learning how to flip the smartphone so that you will be on the other side of it. If you have a passion, which I believe you do, then I want to remind you that in this fast evolving digital age, digital economy, or the information economy, your financial independence or economic empowerment is at your fingertips. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Because until you take action, nothing will happen. All these are possible because the economy has changed. The way we consume information have changed. And now we have new tools and technology that will help us to transform our passion into business. So this is what we actually calling a lot of people to do, to learn how to become the creator of the information that you consume and also the one that other people consume. It is when people consume your information that you can leverage it, not when you consume the information of the other people. There is no way you can leverage that because you are not the owner of the information. It is the owner of the information, those who create the information, that can leverage it. So I want you to really get that very clear as we dive into this webinar on how to transform your passion into business. Of course, I understand that for many of us, the journey of transforming our passion into business can be riddled with a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges out there. I understand this, and this is why we are also here to show you the steps and the strategy to be able to transform your passion into business. And it is possible for you because it is possible also for other people. Therefore, it is possible for you. All right, so now let's get started with the presentation of today, starting with AClasses. What is AClasses? AClasses is a media company that produces educational content for businesses and professional individuals. The company produces content around the topics of businesses, storytelling, and self-improvement. So what can you get away from today's webinar? We have an action-packed agenda prepared for you. To make sure you get great value from today's event, I will start by outlining the current economic challenges faced by young Africans and those within the African diaspora. Next, we will discuss the implications of limited financial independence and over-reliance on traditional employment. Then I will introduce you to the concept of the creative economy and its transformative potential. I will then guide you through the process of identifying your passion and expertise, which will serve as a foundation for your online business. That will be followed with some practical steps on how to start an online business and the tools and platforms that can help you kickstart your business journey. We will also touch on critical aspects of monetizing what you already know, ensuring that your online business thrives. Of course, we will not ignore the challenges you might face. At that point, we will discuss some common obstacles and strategy to overcome them. Then we'll wrap up with some resources and the next step to take in kickstarting your journey towards financial independence. Are you ready to explore the endless potential of starting your online business? Based on what you already know? Then let's begin the journey together. What are even the challenges and the current economic situation of most young Africans and the African diaspora? That, in my view, is important. And that is because of what I'll be gathering, the information I'll be gathering from my research about the presence of Africans in northern Italy from 2013 onward. That have helped me to understand that the people really do need help. And all you need to do is to look around and you will understand that the economic challenges faced by young Africans in the diaspora are multifaceted and are often deeply entrenched. Those within the continent are even more badly placed sometimes, and they are faced with challenges which can include some of the following: high unemployment rates. Young Africans frequently confront high level of unemployment or underemployment, making it difficult to secure stable source of income. This often results in a cycle of financial instability and dependence. Economic disparity. There are significant economic disparity within African countries with limited access to resources and opportunity for young people, especially those in marginalized communities. What about lack of access to credit? Many young Africans often struggle to access credit or capital to start their own businesses or pursue higher education, thereby hindering their financial growth and independence. And this is true in many countries of Africa you can look at, whether you are considering Nigeria, looking at Congo, for example, or in Senegal. I'm not saying there is absolutely no credit system in these places, but it is very difficult for young people to access it. And this makes life quite challenging for Africans within the continent. The financial struggle of the African diaspora. Just like the young Africans in Africa, the financial struggle of the African diaspora are shaped by a distinct set of challenges. This is true whether you are looking at Italy, where I have interviewed hundreds of immigrant-related experts, in the UK, France, and more. The challenges are quite many, and they are making life much harder for people in the African diaspora community. And which are these challenges? Well, some of them can range from cultural barrier. The African diaspora may face cultural and social barrier in their host country, which can limit their economic opportunity and access to resources. Then there is the remittance and dependence. Many members of the African diaspora are responsible for sending remittance to their home country, which can create financial strain and dependence on those working abroad. They will have limited recognition, acknowledgement of qualification. In some cases, the qualification and experiences of members of the African diaspora may not be recognized in their host country, thereby leading to unemployment or underemployment. I remember, for example, the case of a woman that I interviewed during my research about the presence of Africans in northern Italy. This particular woman had been a teacher in Ghana before she came to meet her husband through family reunion program. So when I was talking with her, I could see the kind of resentment she was feeling. Of course, she was telling me about her daughter who was going to the university, that when her daughter finishes her education, she will be able to work in Italy because, okay, she was born here, so she had the chance to be able to work in Italy. Something, of course, she could not do, even though she had been a teacher at home. And of course, she wanted to be a teacher, but she can never teach in Italy. Instead, the only job that she could do was to wash toilets and work for other people in Italy. And of course, this is an Italian example, but it's really not limited to Italy in terms of what many Africans are passing through in the diaspora. And this is also one of the reasons we are here in this webinar, helping people to understand that they can actually leverage that knowledge they already have, like in the case of that woman who was already a teacher in her home country in Ghana before moving to Italy. If she learn how to repackage that knowledge, learn how to stand for herself within what she already knows, then it can become much easier for her. Instead of washing toilet, she could actually be working more on herself. So this is one of the problems of limited recognition of qualification from the country where the immigrant is coming from. Then of course we also have the problem of racial and economic inequality. And sometimes systemic racial and economic inequality in many countries where the African diaspora reside can limit their financial prospect and access to wealth building opportunity. Dependency on traditional employment. You may have been told of such a lie that there is security in your job, but nothing can be further from this reality. So I'm telling you, be warned that job security really do not exist, and it will serve you well to get that out of your mind. So depending on traditional employment alone can lead to a whole lot of problems, which many people only realize later. By then, they might want to blame the system or the company they have been working for. And you don't want to do that. Now, here are 3 reflections to consider about that. Job security concerns. The traditional employment often lacks job security, with layoff and job cut becoming more in today's rapidly changing job market. it would be a good idea to reconsider your position about job security. That is followed by limited income growth. Many traditional jobs have limited income potential and salary growth over time, making it challenging to achieve true financial independence. Of course, all you need to do is to look for people that have been working for maybe over 30, 20, or 25 years. And you can see for yourself, if you are within the diaspora community, you should understand what we are talking about here. There is the lack of control. Relying solely on employer means limited control over one's work and income, leaving individuals vulnerable to external economic shift. Considering the different challenges, it is natural to ask, what are the effective ways to put them under control? Well, diversification can be the only solution. I come to think of it, you already have what it takes, as we shall discuss later in this presentation. Now, here are 3 important reasons why you need to seriously consider the diversification in income sources. Risk management. Relying on multiple income streams can help mitigate financial risk associated with job loss or market fluctuations. Economic resilience. Diversification promotes economic resilience, providing individuals with the ability to adapt to the changing circumstances. Another important consideration is financial independence. Diversification is a key factor in achieving financial independence, as it allows individuals to take control of their income and livelihood. Understanding the scope and diversity of this problem is the first step towards finding practical solutions and embarking on a journey to financial independence. And that leads us to an interesting part of this conversation, the creative economy. When I say passion to business, that was exactly what I had in mind. But first, let's get the first thing clear. What do we mean by the creative economy? And why are we even considering it today? Now that we have identified the economic challenges faced by young Africans and individuals in the African diaspora, it's time to explore the exciting and transformative concept of the creative economy. That is where your passion, skill, and knowledge can become powerful assets for your financial independence. If you are hearing the term for the first time, a creative economy essentially means the type of economy which is based on people's use of their creative imagination to increase value and earn income. Now, I want to repeat that in case you didn't hear me for the first time. The only reason you are in the marketplace as a business owner is to add value. The money will come after that. That is so crucial in the entire process. But what really are the relevance of the creative economy? Well, let's look at that quickly. The creative economy is a dynamic and growing sector that is fast reshaping the way we think about work and income generation. It's all about harnessing your creative skills and unique talent to create value in the digital landscape. In a nutshell, the creative economy encompasses a wide range of fields from art and design to digital content creation, cultural industries, and innovative services. It's about turning your imagination into tangible products or services that people are willing to pay for. This type of economy, if you really think about it, is incredibly relevant to our target audience. And why, you might ask? Well, because the creative economy thrives on diversity and individuality. It doesn't matter where you come from and what your background is. It's all about what you bring to the table. The digital age has expanded the horizon of the creative economy. With a smartphone, just a smartphone and internet access, you have the tools to access a global audience and participate in this economic evolution. Exploring the potential for earning through creativity. Now let's dive deep into the potential that creativity holds for earning income. And of course, talking of today's economy, the creative economy, I want to repeat it again. The number one in the list is that the avenues are limitless. You can create and sell digital art, craft educational courses, offer consulting services, develop software applications, write books, compose music, design fashion, or provide a wide range of other innovative products and services. The beauty of the creative economy is that it allows you to turn your passion into a profitable endeavor. When you love what you do, your work becomes more than just a job. It becomes a source of personal fulfillment. And we have said a lot about this, that you should find what you love to do and learn how to do it well to add value to the marketplace. And with the ability to reach a global audience online, your creativity knows no geographical boundaries. So you can connect with people from around the world who share your interests and are willing to pay for your services. Is that not interesting? Now, my advice to you is to seek out more information about what the creative economy is, how it has transformed the life of others, and how you can tap into this powerful force to start your own journey towards financial independence. The key is to embrace your unique skill and talent and channel them into something you are truly passionate about. And we are here to guide you on that path. Identify your passion. Before you can embark on the path to starting your own online business based on what you already know, it is crucial to identify your passion and expertise. This foundational step will serve as the cornerstone of your journey towards financial independence. Encouraging self-reflection to discover personal interest. The journey to success often begins with introspection. By that I mean, we encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your personal interest, hobby, and what are truly exciting to you. Your passion can be a valuable resource for building a fulfilling online business. Consider what activity or subject you could immerse yourself in for hours without feeling like it's work. These are clues to discovering your true interest and potential. Now, think about your value and what you want to contribute to the world. Now, how do you identify marketable skills? Well, in all we have talked about today, passion is an essential starting point, but it's also essential to identify your marketable skills. These are skills that not only interest you, but also have a potential market demand. Before, when talking about the creative economy, I mentioned added value, and that is where we are again. The marketability of your skill is determined by how much value you add to the marketplace. Sometimes it doesn't matter how much value you place on your own skill. Instead, what is important is what the people you are serving say about how much they are willing to pay for your service. Now, analyze your strengths and weaknesses. What skill do you possess that could be of value to others? They could be technical skills, soft skills, or a combination of both. You don't know how to go about it? Well, you could do a research. Embark on the research to understand which skills are currently in demand in the marketplace. This step is crucial to ensure that your skills align with the market's demand. Because if you create a service, if you create a product that nobody is interested in, then it will be difficult for people to pay for it because they don't see any value in it. And that leads us to one of the most important parts of the entire conversation, which is starting an online business. Now that you have identified your passion and expertise, it's time to take concrete steps towards starting your own business. In this session, I will guide you through the process of setting the foundation for your online presence, introduce you to essential tools and platforms, and regulatory consideration. Your online presence is your digital storefront. It's where you will connect with your audience and offer your product or services. Here's how to set up the foundation. Note that each of these points I'm going to list for you are exhaustively explained in a series of articles on our website, aclasses.org. So at your own convenience, you can check out any of them to learn more. Choosing a niche. This is fundamental. So you need to decide on a niche or industry that aligns with your passion and skills. This will help you target a specific audience. Then you should also consider brand identity, in that you need to develop a brand identity that reflects your value and appeal to your target market. This includes your logo, color, and brand message. Domain and website. Source a domain name that represents your business. That will follow by creating a professional website that is user-friendly and showcase your offering. Now think of the content that you will create. And remember that consistently producing valuable content relating to your niche is going to be very important. Content can be in the form of blog posts, video, podcasts, or other media that your audience consume. You need to consider also tools and platforms for online business. To run a successful online business, you will need the right tools and platforms to streamline your operation. Think of something like e-commerce platform. So choose an e-commerce platform that suits your business model. Platforms like Shopify, WooCommerce, and BigCommerce make it easy to set up an online store today. For content management system or CMS, you can consider systems like WordPress to manage your website and publish content. Social media are equally important, so utilize social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to connect with your audience and promote your business. And of course, know that you might not be able to be present in all the social media, then that is okay. So what you need to do is to make sure you pay attention to who are the audience that you are serving and where are they hanging out. So if you pick 2 or 3 of them, you should remain consistent in sending your message across to your audience. Then of course, consider also email marketing tool. Building an email list is crucial today. So tools like Mailchimp or ConvertKit can help you create and manage email campaigns. Then make sure you think about the payment gateway because you are going to have to receive payment, and that is very important. So ensure a secure payment system for your customer. Options like PayPal, Stripe, and others are all easily accessible today to be able to receive payment for your client. Because of course, what kind of business is it if you cannot receive payment for your client, or maybe if everybody needs to send you the money in cash, so that will really be very difficult. So it is important you consider the kind of online payment system that can work for you and your situation. Then of course, there are also some legal issues that you need to consider. Well, as a disclaimer, I am not a legal expert. What I'm just sharing here is only on the basis of information only. For a legal advice, you need to consult a qualified legal practitioner to help you on that. Having said that, here are what you will need to consider. Business structure. Determine the legal structure of your business, whether it's a sole proprietorship, LLC, or corporation. Your choice will impact taxes, liability, and more. Permit and licenses. Research and obtain the necessary permit and licenses required to operate your online business legally. Taxation. Comprehend the tax regulation applicable to online businesses, including sales tax, income tax, and international tax consideration. Privacy and data protection. Make sure you understand data protection law and ensure you are in compliance with them, especially if you collect and store customer data. Then the last but not the least is the terms and conditions. Draft clear terms and privacy policy for your website to inform users about their rights and obligations. It's always a good idea to have a strong foundation for your online business and a clear understanding of the tools and platforms at your disposal. It's equally helpful to know how to navigate the legal regulatory aspect of entrepreneurship in this digital age. So starting an online business based on what you already know is a tangible and achievable goal with the right groundwork in place. So it is important to consider what we have discussed here. Monetizing what you already know. Now that you have laid the foundation for your online business, it's time to focus on monetizing your knowledge and skill. In this session, we will explore how to create multiple income streams, discuss effective strategy for pricing your product or services, and dive into marketing promotion to reach your target audience. Multiple income stream. What can you offer? That should be the right question to ask yourself instead of just the money that you will receive. So diversifying your income stream is key to financial independence. By that I mean, consider what different things that you can offer to generate revenue. For example, digital product. You could create and sell digital product like ebook, online courses, template, or software. What about consulting and coaching? You can offer expertise through one-on-one consulting or group coaching session. Freelancing is another great option. You could leverage your skill for freelance work in field of expertise. Upwork, Fiverr, and many other platforms are out there for you to leverage if you want to go freelancing. Then you also have the option of subscription model, where you can create subscription-based content for services to generate recurring revenue. And whatever you want to put in the subscription can be up to you, and there are different ways to do that. Then there's also affiliate marketing, where you can promote product or services of others and earn commission on sales. Strategy for pricing your product or services. Well, this is very important to consider, because pricing your product is essential to attract customers and ensure profitability in your business. To be sure that you are doing it correctly, here are some considerations, and there are 4 of them. Cost analysis. Calculate the cost associated with producing and delivering your product or service to set a price baseline. Market research. Research competitors and market demand to understand what similar products or services are priced at. Value-based pricing. Price your offering based on the perceived value they provide to customers rather than solely on cost. Testing and adjusting. Be open to adjusting your pricing as you gain insight into customer behavior and market dynamics. Of course, this is very important because as you embark on your business, you will understand that it's almost like a kind of a movie part all the time, like a machine that is composed of different parts. When everything is working together, it might appear to be in complete sync. But what you need to understand is that it's actually made up of different parts, and sometimes it can really be a movie part where you need to pay attention to every single one of them. So it is important that when it comes to pricing, a lot of things need to be put into consideration, like we have just discussed. Then there's also marketing and promotion, and you don't need to overlook this because it is important. If you have a product and you don't promote it, it's going to be impossible for people to buy from you. Because of course, if you are sincere with yourself, you understand that most of the products that you buy are those that have been marketed to you, or those that you have seen somewhere, somebody have talked about, or have been exposed to you. Otherwise, the one that was produced by the company and is in the warehouse, and nobody knows that those products are actually there, so nobody is going to buy those products. So that is why it is very important that you take the active step of promoting and marketing your product. And building an exceptional product or service is only the beginning. I want to repeat that again. So to succeed, you must effectively market and promote what you have to offer. Now, here are 5 things you should not ignore if you want to be successful in your marketing and promotion. Clearly define your target audience. Who are they? What are their needs? And where can you find them? You see, before I was saying that when we were talking about social media a while ago, that when you understand your audience, you need to look at where they are hanging out. And that place that they are hanging out is where you are going to communicate to them. And why that is important is that depending on where they are hanging out, the way you craft your content is going to be different, because all the platforms are not the same. All the social media platforms, for example, when you are comparing maybe YouTube to Facebook to LinkedIn, these are all different animals in the market. So the way you put content out there in one is different from the way you put it in another. And so you need to pay attention to the specific one that you are using to reach your target audience. Then online marketing. Utilize online marketing techniques, including search engine optimization, social media marketing, pay-per-click advertising, and content marketing. Content creation is another important one. So you need to consistently create highly valuable content that showcase your expertise and engage your audience. Now, consider also networking. So build relationship with influencers and peers in your industry to expand your reach. Then consistently engage your customer. Interact with them on social media through email marketing to build lasting relationship. And this could be either by commenting or going to where they aggregate and engage with them directly. Maybe they post something, you might add your comment to it to show to them that you care about what they are doing, and this way they can sort of know that you are even there. rather than maybe hiding in the dark and thinking that your customer will be looking for you. No, you are the one that will look for them if you are thinking of marketing your product to the people. My hope is that by now you understand why you should transform your knowledge and skill into multiple income streams. So set effective pricing strategy and utilize marketing and promotion techniques to reach your target audience. I think those are messages that are well driven home, and I believe that you understand what I mean by that. So monetizing what you already know is not just a possibility, but should be a well-planned reality on your path to financial success. And that leads us to another important consideration, which is standing out from the crowd. On that, I would say, leveraging the power of storytelling is a powerful way to differentiate your business and stand out in a competitive market. If you are looking at what is happening today, you understand that most of the industry out there are actually overcrowded. So if you are just creating the Me Too type of content, maybe where you see somebody is talking about a particular topic, then you say, okay, that is the topic in the vogue now. That is also what you want to talk about. You will be lost in the noise. The way to sort of raise your head and stand out from the crowd, as often said, is to use story. Because story make you a human being, make you an individual, sort of separate you from the crowd out there. Storytelling is not just about conveying fact or data. It's about creating a narrative that resonates with your audience on an emotional level. Because the story that you share, because they are human story and sometimes they are about your personal experiences, your customers or the people that are listening to you will find it easy to relate with, because what happened to you have a likelihood of happening to them. Because what are you going to be talking about? Sometimes you are talking about the challenges that you face. Maybe you are a husband, maybe you are a wife, maybe you take your kids to the school, maybe something happened there, maybe you lost work, maybe you find a new job, maybe you lost a house, maybe you lost your car. All these are different things that usually happen to people, and by you sharing them and elaborating on them, how you have overcome them, it makes it easy for people to relate with you, because you are sharing human story, and human story are easily relatable to other human beings. So it is important that you use storytelling when you want to engage with people and stand out in a crowded market. So as I said earlier, the tips I can share with you here are limited because of time constraint. If you want to learn more about storytelling, for example, you can check out my 5-part book series on storytelling for business. The books are available on Amazon and on my website, obehi Now, here are how to effectively stand out in a crowded marketplace through storytelling. The first is the usual suspect. I think I've said it a number of times here. Know your audience. To craft a compelling story, you need to understand your target audience. What are their pain points, aspiration, and value? What kind of story will resonate with them? So tailor your narrative to speak directly to their needs and desire. Start with why. Your business likely has a core mission or purpose, often referred to as your why. This is where your storytelling should begin. Share the story of why your business exists, what problem it aims to solve, and the impact you want to make in your industry or community. People often connect to businesses that have a clear and meaningful purpose. Another thing storytelling helps you to do is to humanize your brand. So share the personal story behind your brand, whether it is the founder's journey, the struggle you have overcome, or the passion that drives your team. Humanizing your brand makes it relatable and easy for other people to emulate. Because you need to remember that people connect with other people, not faceless entity. Other tips like using customer story, leveraging the hero journey, and emotionally connecting with your audience are all relevant to your business success using storytelling. And remember that storytelling is not just about one compelling tale, but a series of narratives that build your brand identity and engage your audience over time. By effectively leveraging the power of storytelling, you can set your business apart and create a lasting connection with your customer. Yes, competition is one of the many challenges to consider in your business. And there is no way ignoring that. Overcoming challenges. Starting an online business is undoubtedly an exciting journey. No one can dispute that. But it's not without challenges. In this session, we address some of the common obstacles faced when launching an online business. Now, let's start by acknowledging some of the challenges you might encounter as you embark on your business journey. Market saturation. Entering a highly competitive market can be daunting, with established players already dominating the space. Financial constraint. Limited financial resources can hinder your ability to invest in necessary tools or marketing effort. Technical challenges. Navigating the digital landscape may be overwhelming, especially if you lack technical expertise. This might manifest in the sense of maybe building your website, using email communication tools, or even creating your content, for example. Maybe not necessarily writing, but how to edit it properly using the right tools. Maybe how to edit your video, how to do a podcast, audio, edit it, and the rest of it. So there are a lot of things that you need to do in terms of the technicality of running a business in today's world. All these can be some challenges to overcome. So we'll talk about some of the strategies to overcome them shortly. Now, another important setback or challenges that you might face can be isolation. The virtual nature of online businesses can lead to a feeling of isolation with limited social interaction. Don't let that bother you because, of course, you are in business, so you need to understand why you are there. Now, the last but not the least is uncertain income. It may take time to build a steady income, leading to financial instability at least for the time being. Strategy for perseverance and adaptation. Success often depends on your ability to overcome these obstacles and adapt to changing circumstances. You must understand that it's not going to be easy. Nobody has said it was going to be easy. Over the years, I have interviewed several people, coaches and students alike, on the topic of perseverance in business and professional life. So, you are not alone if you have those feelings sometimes. Now, here are what you should consider doing as an effective strategy for perseverance and adaptation. Resilience. Cultivate resilience, knowing that setbacks are part of the entrepreneurial journey. I want to repeat that again. This is part of the game. So learn from failure and keep moving forward. Continuous learning. Embrace a growth mindset and be open to learning new skills and adapting to market trends. Networking. Networking and networking and networking. So connect with fellow entrepreneurs and mentors who can provide guidance and support during challenging times. Time management. Effective time management is crucial to balancing the demand of running an online business and personal life. Building resilience in the face of adversity. Building resilience is a fundamental skill for every online business. Maybe I should say in life in general. But for whatever reasons you need to build resilience for, here are some of my recommendations. Mental health. Prioritize mental and emotional well-being. Seek support when needed and practice self-care. Flexibility. Be flexible in your business approach and ready to change when necessary. Problem solving. It's also a good idea that you develop a strong problem-solving skills to address challenges systematically. Don't forget about mindfulness. Learning how to practice mindfulness and stress reduction techniques can be very useful to maintain a clear and focused mindset. Consider also learning how to stay informed. By that I mean, keep abreast of market changes and industry development to make informed decisions. Because you need to understand what is going on in the market. You can't simply make decisions based on what you knew 10 years ago. The market is changing continuously, and it's a moving part like I already said before. So you need to understand what is going on right now. What are the changes? What are the technology? What are the forecasts? What is the behavior of the customer? So that you make your decision based on that. And in business, there are a lot of decisions to make. So it is important that you have enough information to base your decision on. And remember that overcoming obstacles is a vital part of your entrepreneurial journey, and the knowledge and skill you have gained in this webinar will serve as a powerful tool for your success. Conclusion. We have covered a lot of ground today, exploring the vast possibility of starting an online business based on what you already know. Before we wrap up this transformative webinar, let's take a moment to recap the main point we have discussed. We began by highlighting the economic challenges faced by young Africans and individuals in the African diaspora, addresses issues like high unemployment rate, economic disparity, and lack of access to credit. The creative economy was introduced as a transformative solution, emphasizes the importance of identifying your passion and expertise to unlock your potential. We then provided practical insight into starting an online business, including setting the foundation for your online presence, utilizing tools and platforms, and navigating legal and regulatory considerations. Monetizing what you already know was seen as a tangible goal as we explore multiple income streams, pricing strategy, marketing, and promotional techniques. Then we acknowledge the challenges involved in this journey and discuss strategy for perseverance. Finally, we emphasize the importance of building resilience in the face of adversity. Are you ready to take the first step? As we conclude this webinar, I would like you to make a commitment to yourself. Your first step might be as simple as outlining your business idea, registering a domain name, or beginning your content creation journey. If you want to talk to somebody about this, you can reach out to me at obehi@aclasses.org or book a free 30-minute conversation on how to turn your passion into business using my Calendly page, calendly.com/Ewanfoh. Remember, financial independence through an online business is not a destination, it's a journey. You have the knowledge, the passion, and the skill. It's time to take the first step and transform your aspiration into a thriving reality. I repeat, I am available at calendly.com/Ewanfoh or send me an email at obehi@aclasses.org. Looking forward to talking with you, and good luck, my friend.